Hey there, welcome. So glad to see you. Let's go through the top 3 exercises that we use for people that have some kind of neck, shoulder, arm pain, especially when that comes on with either sitting or driving. So the reason this happens is typically it's a problem in the lower cervical spine or the lower neck. When you have that, it's a lot of times based off of position or posture for a while, head position, sitting, typing, or driving, even though it feels like it could be possibly shoulder, say my shoulder hurts, or I maybe have a rotator cuff issue. But if you get that where that trap pain or that scapular pain and it goes down the arm, very, very likely it's more of a neck issue even though you feel it in the shoulder. So Jake, why don't you kind of explain what the top 3 things that we would do on that situation would be?
Yeah, so one of the first movements we'll start with, and this is just a quick screen to see if there's like upper neck or middle neck involvement, is we can do a cervical retraction movement. So this, you'll want to get in a chair, something that supports your back.
The posture is very important. You got to have the hips all the way back first, otherwise it just doesn't work right.
And you want to stay as upright as possible here. And this one is just going to be like bringing your chin straight back in you, almost like you're pushing it in a drawer. So it'll look like this. It's kind of a weird movement. If you need to give yourself the feedback on that chin there, just to kind of force yourself back, you want to keep the eyes level and avoid looking down or looking up. It's just coming straight back with the chin. This helps extend those lower neck segments and open those up. And that should relieve any tension or pain that might be coming down that arm.
In fact, if it was your right arm, I would if you feel it in your right arm and shoulder, I would leave that one and just let it sit there. Don't even move the arm.
Yeah.
And then you'll know for sure, like if you feel a difference with tucking in like that, all of a sudden you're like, oh, that turns my pain on. Like I feel that. Then that's right. Then we know it's from the neck because you're not even moving your shoulder. But don't stop just because it kind of brings it on a little bit or it's sharp or pinchy back here. Because the first rep is going to do that. So it's going to be pain on and then, okay, no worse. But just keep going, keep going, keep going. Sets of 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And more than likely, it's going to actually reduce this arm pain and bring it back up to here. And then afterwards, maybe check a rotation or a range of motion. Yeah.
You can reassess your motion, reassess how you feel, reassess where the symptoms are. And you can tell yourself, okay, yes, that made improvement, or no, that didn't. Typically it will.
That's the other way that you'll notice too that a common symptom that even though you have neck, shoulder, arm pain with sitting or driving, especially with driving, if you try to turn over this arm or the shoulder and you just can't turn it, you just feel stuck. That's even though you don't feel it there necessarily, you could, but it could just be here or like down and like, oh, I can't turn very far when that pain is there. Another classic giveaway that it's a problem there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So working a little bit further down, we can go into the upper back, lower neck a little bit. This one's super easy. You want to find a chair that hits you about that mid-back level. And you can just interlock your fingers behind your head, bring your elbows together to open up those shoulder blades. And you can just lean back over that, using that edge of that chair as a fulcrum, just to open up the upper back and lower neck here. If you're comfortable with just leaning back into it,
feels good,
you can whip into it a little bit.
Whip into it like that with some momentum. Or have somebody help you kind of pull lightly backwards if it really feels good.
And again, you can reassess your range of motion or where the symptoms are after doing those. Okay, and another movement we can do here is we'll just come over. Here, I'll give you the mic.
Yep, I'll take that. Thank you. So then Jake's going to put one arm up on you could use a doorway. Obviously, we're using our rig here with our weights, but anything that's going to block the forearm from the elbow. And he's going to make sure he's very tall. Head slightly tucked in, because we don't want to be forward here, right? We just talked about that forward. We want to be back this way. And he's going to try to stretch the anterior, pec muscle here, a little bit of anterior shoulder, pec major, pec minor, all through there. Because what happens with a lot of sitting and driving, we tend to get our arms or our chest and shoulders forward this way. Everything's in front of us. And doing that kind of puts us in that kind of what we call protruded or forward head. And so by opening up the chest, it helps get us the ability to move better through the neck. And then it moves better through the thoracic spine and kind of opens up and stretches those tight anterior muscles. Yeah. So there's Jake's doing those 3 right there. So that would be our top 3 exercises, movements for you if you're getting and experiencing neck, trap, scapular, shoulder, arm pain. Any of those. It doesn't have to be just like all of them. It could be one or the other or a combination of those. Yeah. And again, so that those that don't know us, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. My name is Dr. Erickson, EHS Physical Therapy Chiropractic, as well as the Herniated Disc Fix online coaching and guidance to help you, return safely, naturally, heal that disc injury and return to disc-friendly exercises and strength training.
Yeah, and I'm Dr. Jake Anderson, a chiropractor at Essential Motion. So we help people with issues like this all day long. If you guys have any questions, make sure you comment below, give us a like, and subscribe to the channel. See you on the next one.